You stay out of the show. You're in the stand. You stay out the show.
This Indiana team, love what they're doing. But when you talk about physical football, we've always been a physical football team.
We can't motivate these guys with our history. You have to motivate them with their destiny.
Right now, the U, we in the building. You woke up and you said one thing every Saturday morning, and that was somebody get knocked out today.
All right, guys, we're going to get this thing kicked off. First up to the stage, Devin Hester, absolute standout at Miami. Appreciate you being here, my friend. One of the most dynamic, wherever you want, your choice, most dynamic college players in the history of the game, all pro, the standard when it comes to returning kicks. Bad boy. Speaking of bad boys, Ray Lewis, Uncle Ray, come on down. One of the most decorated defenders the game has ever seen. Two-time Super Bowl champ, All-American, absolute monster Hall of Famer. Next up, Edgerrin James, one of the baddest running backs to ever play the game. NFL Hall of Famer, two-time NFL rushing champion, one of the most accomplished running backs of his era. Eddie Kane is somewhere. He's rolling around, dapping people up. He'll make his way up here sometime. Michael Irvin, the one and only, three-time Super Bowl champ, Hall of Famer, national champion. Come on down. And of course, Ed Reed. Come on down, Super Bowl champ, national champ. Appreciate you guys so much for being here today. My name is Eric Mac Lain. I work for ESPN. I've been hanging out with these guys for a month plus. This is my new family, so this is an absolute treat for me. Before we get rolling, I do want to shout out a couple other people that are in the stands here in our crowd because, again, when you go to Miami, the list is very long of people. So if I missed anybody, if you showed up late, I apologize for that. But DJ Williams is here tonight. Absolute
DJ.
monster. National champ, All-American first-round draft pick.
DJ.
Clinton Portis, one of the best running backs to ever do it, national
CFP.
champ. Miami Hall of Fame, All-American. Jeremy Shockey, one of the baddest tight ends to ever play. National champion, two-time Super Bowl champion. John Beast, where you at, Beast? It's my guy, John Beast. Love you, brother. First team All-Pro, first-round pick. Rookie of the year, defensively, all those things. Bad boy. Jonathan Vilma, national champion.
JV. Hey, guys, doesn't Jonathan, I tell Jonathan, I tell Greg, they do such a great job during the games, man. We got one of our own always doing a great job. We love you, brother.
What a blessing.
We won't give him that love.
True stuff.
Yeah. You can't give me no microphone and expect me to have order. Are you joking? Come on, man. Stop playing. Come on, run the show. You stay out of the show. You're in the stand. You stay out the show.
By the way, Vilma, national champion, Super Bowl champion. Thank you for being here today. We're going to have a lot of fun. We also have Fat Joe in the house, which last time I saw Fat Joe, he was Skinny Joe. So I don't know if he's having an identity crisis, if he's here somewhere, but Fat Joe will be performing coming up here. I'm really excited to see him. And really what we're going to do today, this is the reunion presented by Hard Rock Bet, and just getting some legends together to talk ball. Obviously, this is the first time this has ever happened in the college football playoff that the home team is playing in the national championship, and that is the Miami Hurricanes. So we figured we'd bring these guys up. So really, Edge, I want to start with you. I've heard this question a million times. Is the U back? And what does that mean, is the U back?
You see it. We here. That's why we here. That's why everybody here. The U doing this thing for years. We've been talking about keeping South Florida talent in South Florida. So now we got it. We got Mario Cristobal, one of ours, and he's keeping everybody in here. And then plus you got all the guys back. You got Mike gonna be at the game. You're really gonna see Mike, and then you see everybody else at the game.
I've got a story I want Mike to tell here in a second. So you're gonna go last with this, but Eddie Kane down there. Hey, Ed Reed, when I say the U is back, what does that mean to you?
We never left, man. Get out of here. You start every university off with what? The U, goddamn. Come on, man. We here. We ain't never left. We just had a little bit of rough spot, you know what I mean? That happens.
So the U is here.
We never left,
the
man.
U is here.
Come on, man.
The U is here. Mike, I saw this origin story floating around social media and I think everyone would love to hear this. It's not this. It's not this. It's right here. It's right here. So the start of the U. The start of the U. Walk us through that.
You guys do know, I was starting to work with Chris Berman and Tom Jackson. And these guys always, right, when you watch them before I got there, he would always ask Tom Jackson, where is he from? And Tom would say, Louisville, because that's where he went to school or whatever. And this was, I'm working while we had so many players in the league. And I knew, I was driving to work in Connecticut. I said, God, he's going to ask me, where is this guy from? Where is that guy from? And honestly, I didn't want to have anything to do. I didn't want to say hurricane, no nothing with cane, Novocaine, cocaine, no kind of cane. And that's how I just kind of came up with the U. We just started saying the U, he's from the U, he's from the U. And then me being on TV and all of these dudes balling out, we made it. We just kept saying it all the time. I came back home after that off season. I talked with President Shalala at the time. That was the president, Shalala. And she was like, we really like that U stuff. And then we did the commercial. And that's when you saw when I was like, this is not enough. This is too much. But this is just right.
Come on.
It always has been, always will be, all about the U. That's how it started. And now we're rolling. It is rolling. And it's so perfect because we wear the U on the side of our helmet. So it says we are the university of all universities. And when we talk about that, we leave. We took a hiatus. Took a little hiatus. But there are a lot of schools that still haven't gotten back. You know what I mean? And we have gotten back to this, and it took one of us to get us back to us. So let's give a round of applause for Coach Cristobal.
Come on, Coach Mario Cristobal. And Hester, that's where I wanted to go next and just ask you, from your opinion, having a Cane back, a Cane that won 2 national champions, lead this thing. Coach Mario Cristobal, what does that mean to former players to have one of your brothers leading this ship and leading this team?
It means a lot because a lot of universities don't know how deep our family is. Like, this is not just a football team. You know what I mean? So when we out there on the field, on the sideline, watching our little brothers play, it's really our little brothers. And when you have a little brother, you know what we're talking about. Yeah. And that's the bond that we have. I give the credit to the older guys because they built it to the young guys like myself that was coming up. And we realized at the end of the day, this is not a team, this family.
Ray, when we look at this community.
The older guys being Michael. Older being Michael. Make sure we clear
Not
that
these
up.
young cats.
No, go ahead, please. Absolutely.
Ray Lewis, when you look at just what this means for the community, what it means for the neighborhoods, what it means for, the young cats, like, old Malachi, when he was growing up, to now have this example of what these guys are doing where they don't have to refer back to the good old days. They're living in the good old days. What does this mean for the community of Miami?
I think a lot of kids, our brotherhood was so strong that we actually attracted love instead of hate. You had to respect what we did because we all made a conscious effort to do it. When communities see that, they want to follow that model. They want to see how does a locker room never see race, never see how much money you got. It's who are you? Where are we trying to go? How can we get this done? When people understand the effect of what sports can actually do for a community, it stops anger. It stops violence. It slows it down. And I'm telling you, what Miami is doing right now is like the question keeps being, are we back? I don't ever think we were back or ever lost. I just think everybody had their own errors, and whatever those learning lessons was, they was. But right now, we in the building. Simple math.
You're in your building. You're in your building, right? Eddie Kane, I want to come back to you on this one, just kind of piggyback.
I'm over here working.
About how these guys are playing, man. And again, just to go back to the youth and what this means. Again, when players like yourself back in the day are out in the community and we see, Mark Fletchers of the world, we see the Reuben Baines of the world, Malachi, Tony of the world, who they're doing these camps and they're involved. How important is that as a Miami player to continue to do that?
I mean, very important. You know, we spent a lot of time in the community as well, and that's the things that I knew that helped us grow. You know, that's where you get your energy from. You know what I mean? When we on the field and the fans are screaming, when you come out that tunnel and they screaming, that support you get. You know, those nights when we didn't have a meal and somebody would pull up at Tony Roma's, you know what I mean? Like, and just feed us, you know. So the connection that we had in the community that protected us as well, so we don't get in trouble. So many things that helped us to be the champions that we became, and even these youngsters now. You know, you can see it rubbing off on Bain. You know, while you said that, I saw a clip of him. He got his NIL money and bought something for all his teammates. That's how we were. You know what I mean? And that's what we're talking about. You know, so when you see those things happening, man, that's where you get a championship team, but you get your home team playing in the backyard like that, man. That's why you get things like that, you know. So,
and it's not just in the locker room. I mean, you know, we had a real tragic situation a little while ago with one of our players being robbed. You know, took his necklace. But I'm telling you, there are dudes in the streets that said they better get that necklace back. We don't want that kid to be thinking about nothing but that championship. So, yeah, we get close, but even them jokers out there commit crimes, be like, okay, we ain't having that during this time. It affects everything, and it affects everybody. You feel that in the city walking around.
And in the community,
we're back, right?
And another thing on the community side that's big here is the entertainment world. And I can speak for Slip and Slide. I can speak for Trick Daddy, being a supporter who was in the community, who looked after us in the sense of making sure we didn't get in no trouble. If something was about to happen or something was going down, he made sure we wasn't those guys, speaking to what Mike is talking about. And that's the same thing we need. Like, we look for that. We want to be reported on. We need you to report on our players because, yeah, we want them to be successful. You know what I mean? So that's a big thing.
I don't think there's any doubt. And again, just seeing that relationship, seeing the neighborhood, the community, the bond, it's rare, especially for such a big city and a place that football means everything. And you see that with the youth. Let's kind of transition to a little bit of where we are now and in this new era of college football where we're playing a tournament. And Miami has run through this tournament and run to this final game. Mike, I got to ask you, if there was a 12-team playoff when you were in college, how many national championships do you have?
Well, if we'd have been going through that, we'd have won them all. You know what I mean? Because now you take opinion out of the way, and it's on the game, it's on the field, and that's what I love about the way it's set up right now. And I love that, you know, think about this. So many people in this so-called college football process said Miami didn't deserve to be in here, did not deserve to get this opportunity. And in the game you played the first week of the season, doesn't matter. Man, I don't know if we understood how crucial all of that was to the process of the game. We can't ever get to a place where your decisions take over the results on the football field. So this should shut all of that down. Forever talking about it again, because people will be talking about, yeah, they said that about the 2025 Miami Hurricanes, and they went and won it all. So what the hell do they know? That's why it's important for Miami not just to get in, but go finish it so we can get these people stopped. It ain't got nothing to do with your decision. If your ass can't catch a touchdown, sit your ass down because you can't change the poll.
Ray, you got something? You look convicted over there, Ray.
Mike, I love you. Mike, I love you.
For real, we're not supposed to be here. And I like it when they put it, when everybody's against us. And here again, we're going again. In 83, they had the best team ever built, came into Miami in 83. That team was wearing red also, and we whooped that ass.
Tell it.
And sent them home.
You know they don't want to see Miami in the playoffs. Y'all know they want to see us.
They didn't want to see it.
They tried to keep you out.
They tried to keep us out.
They couldn't do it, though.
Right. But that makes it more sweet. That makes it that sweet. You know what I mean?
I think when you pay attention to this team, what you see the most is the dominance at every position. When we all played, when you look next to the person next to you, they were the best in the world. And you knew that. So when we walked out there, our swagger was different. The structure of how you thought was different, because I'm not in this battle by myself. I know I got warriors. And when you look at, it's just me saying what it is. This Indiana team, love what they're doing. But when you talk about physical football, we've always been a physical football team. This will be a very, very, very physical game. And I hate to tell you this, but I'm always riding with the U on this one.
Oh, we know that. We know that. It's never a question. We'll get some scores maybe later, get a little specific.
I ain't doing no scores.
Edge, obviously you've had successful playoff runs. You've had to get better as the season goes on. I think it speaks to what Ray was just talking about there. You've been to all these playoff games. How have these guys gotten better each and every game that they've been playing?
No, every week we see him improvement. I think Carson Beck is a different player from the regular season to the playoffs. And you can see his experience, see the veteran, been there, done that. You see the.
That's what happens when you have that much ice on, ladies and gentlemen. It bounces off. Keep going. You're good.
But yeah, you see that veteran leadership show up, and then look at Mark Fletcher, the way he's playing. He's playing, and as a running back, I don't like to be trading out as much. And now we found the right mix, and we're not swapping out 3-4 running backs. We're getting the ones that we need to get it done, but you always also have somebody you can lean on. I mean, everybody's stepping up, everybody's playing ball, and everybody's learning from every mistake. You look at every game that we had mistakes on or something that we didn't do right, we came back and instantly Mario had to correct it.
Hester, I think of all the big plays in your career, and there were a ton of them, right? You just play after play when your team needed it most, and that's exactly what Edge was just talking about right there. Guys are doing their job. They're doing their role at an extraordinary ability. What have you seen from a Malachi Toney at Texas A&M where they need a 40-yard punt return to get them in field position, of guys just doing the little things that are right matter?
This year the team is like playing on another level. You know, when it comes to what Coach Cristobal did to the unit. And it's like they playing for each other. And that's what we've been praying for and been hoping to see. When it comes down to special team, you know, any kind of way we can help out to flip the field. That's what special team is all about, is coming in there, making them big plays to change the momentum around. But when you got a big return or a big punt block, it changed the whole momentum. So this week, we get 1 or 2 of them plays on special team, man, that could be the outcome of the game this week.
What is your mindset just as that returner, as a guy that's back there, that knowing if I break this, I can break this whole game open? Like, what are you thinking when you see that ball flying in the air?
It just made the play. Made the play. One block, and I'm out of there.
That's all you need.
And I hear that now. That's the best part about being on the field. You watch these young men grow. There's a term, called first blood, is how they train hunting dogs, right? They take them, they smear them in blood, and then they have such an insatiable appetite for that. That's what you're watching these young guys go through. They're watching now where all the attention is turned to them now. Nobody else, all the attention is turned, and they love it. Ray said something here just a moment ago. When we played, we looked right or left and saw, and we knew we had dogs next to us. When I talked to the team at the beginning of the year, I told them, you can decide right now to become a champion. All it is a promise made. One man to the other, I will get my damn job done today and every day. They made that promise, got it done, and we are here. And it keeps solidifying and solidifying each way we go up. I guarantee you, they'll always want to be in this game now, after what they're experiencing right now in Miami. It's nothing like it right now.
It creates that new hunger. It's guys that's been in the
You can bring him up, Ken. Just bring him, bro.
It's fun to see. Ray, you and I were talking on the sideline a couple of games ago, and I asked you about this defensive line. how tenacious they are, how aggressive they are, and how that helps you as a linebacker because you have those dogs in front of you. What have you seen from the guys up front, and how has that helped your linebackers?
In any part of this game, you're gonna win in the trenches. Right? Those front four, legendary. You can go all the way back to Jerome Brown, to Warren Sapp. I can over and over and over, because when they dominate the game, they change what the quarterback thinks he can do, what the running back thinks he can do. You don't have to blitz. If you ever notice something about us, historically, we don't blitz, because we say we're gonna beat our man, do that job, then come back and do another job, right? And so when you watch this young crew, Bain, and this rivalry that he has with these guys, how they challenge each other to get to the quarterback, man, that's freaking special, bro. And I'm telling you, I just think that's going to be the deciding factor of Monday night.
I'm right there with you. We talk about all the greats. There's 100 here tonight. Obviously, you guys, all Hall of Famers. When you look at some of these players, let's just go down the line. Mike, we'll start with you. Who has stepped up this year, or even their entire career, that you think one day, when they're all said and done in the NFL, will be on a stage like this 10, 20 years from now?
We got a few guys out there that are crucial. And Ray was just talking about, even though we went through a couple games where we didn't quite meet what we wanted to do, the SMU games and everything, that was when Daniel Juniors were hurt or Messidor was hurt, because those two are very crucial, very crucial. The Daniel Juniors, I need a Robin to Malachi's Batman. Rupert Bain and Messidor, you need a Robin to Bain's Batman. And if we'd had those guys all year, I believe we would have gone undefeated. But this way is crucial. But all of these guys are growing. 2 years ago, I remember watching Arnaz Cooper.
He said pick one.
I remember watching Arnaz Cooper
Just
the
give me
first
one.
game, throwing up before the first game. But he gutted it out. And by the end of that year, he was a true leader of the offense.
give me your one.
That's what you call,
Give me your
that's
one.
football.
Give me your one. What's your one?
So who's your one?
All of them.
All right,
All of them,
all right,
and
Ed.
they're going to grow to number one. That's the kid. I'm watching it all. It's hard to pick one.
Ed, choose yours, Ed.
I'm not gonna pick one. It's too early right
It's
now.
too early.
Hey, it's a lot of work to get up here.
All of them made great
That's a lot of
plays.
work.
It's a lot of work to get up here,
You
so
know
I'm
what?
not gonna pick.
That's the truest
I'm
answer
not gonna
ever.
pick one.
That's a hard thing to say when you know the journey. Right? You can find yourself here and present now, but that journey of trying to figure that out, that's a lot of ups. That's a lot of downs. That's a lot of bad days, good days. You know, and I think what you can do is you can give them your blessings. To say, God bless you amongst your path, right? Amongst your journey. Because there's so much talent. But talent ain't the one that opens the door or keeps the door closed. Right? It's purpose. Something much greater. So I'm with Edge. I'm gonna let all these babies.
Well,
I'm
I think
praying for them all.
it's a great way to lay it out, because someone that's haven't been there, myself,
Yeah.
you can't take it to that level.
Yeah, you can't.
With just snap of the fingers.
Let them enjoy where they are right now. Right? Not, oh, he's promised to do this or he can do that. He is, every one of those kids, like Fletcher is so present.
So
You think about his mentality of every day getting up, texting his father that is gone.
Right.
That's not sports. That's life.
Yeah.
Just let them, I say let the babies live, man. We
Right.
good.
No question. Well, let's stay there, because I do want to talk to you about Mark Fletcher Jr. I mean, what he has done this playoff. He has more yards after scrimmage than anybody by 100 yards. And he's still going, and he can still do it. So, Edge, when you see this cat, what makes him so special as a running back?
Well, first of all, you got to commend him, because he reminded me like with Ed Reed. Ed Reed could have went to the pros a year early. And he made the decision to say, I'm going to stay here at the University of Miami. And that right there helped the school continue doing its dominance. And so it's things like that that says a lot about the player. And he's taking on that role to be a leader. And that's what a lot of teams they lacking a lot of leadership. Somebody that's actually played on the big stage, been there and doing it, but actually showing by the way they do things. And that's what Mark's giving you this year. He's showing you true leadership, and he's not afraid of competition. He understands his position, he understands his role. And with all the different backs coming in, he's not backing down. You know, and that's one thing you like about the University of Miami. You know, you had a room where you had Portis, Gore, McGahee, nobody backed down. Everybody stepped up and they challenged each other. And that's what Fletcher's doing. And that's what I appreciate about him.
You talk about knock backing down. He's doing actually the opposite. He's recruiting guys. He's
Exactly.
wanting to bring them in, understanding that more is more dangerous there. Ed, when I look at this secondary, they're laying the wood right now. I mean, guys that are physical, guys that are not afraid to hit. I think there was a time, a period that got lost a little bit because of targeting and things like that. But just what have you seen from this secondary, and how can you change a game with a monster hit like they've been doing?
Yeah, I mean, get the ball. But, you know, I'm a ball guy. You know, I like the boys hitting, but that's why they're also getting hurt. And then this game is different. But just the communication and shutting these guys down. You know, we had 2 little mishaps early in the season that I think woke us up to this point. But like Mike said, you put us in the playoffs, this is what we about. You know, we practice for this moment, you know what I mean? So I think the defense kind of has carried us to some degree, you know what I mean? I think the defense just playing the way they're playing, but, you know, to your the question beforehand and now is just like those guys are just really locked in to what they want, you know what I mean? You could see the old tradition, the things that we saw and been around. I mean, Mike is there. You know what I mean? Like, that excitement is not fake. Like, we love that. You know, you got all of us looking at the TV or either there with that same excitement. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, these guys are doing what they're supposed to do right now. We love that.
I agree with you that the defense has been carrying the team here. But, again, I mentioned a guy in Malachi Toney 100 times tonight. He's a true freshman. And, Mike, just to take on the responsibility of the best weapon, what is that like? How do you take that as such a young player?
And listen, let me tell you something. This is one of the greatest young men in the world, too. Malachi Toney's so mature. He's so... We are in great hands with a Mark Fletcher and a Malachi Toney. I mean, they're such mature kids, young men. I remember I was thinking the other day, I said to myself, damn, I wish I was as mature as they were at their age. You know what I'm saying? Because we were a little different at that age. They're great representatives. When you see Malachi Toney fumble, and then who went over? Fletcher goes over to console him, get him right, get him back on the field. That next week, Mark fumbled. And then Edge, we were all sitting down there. Edge, he didn't say anything. Edge just kind of started walking away. I said, where you going? He said, I'm going to go check on Mark, right? He went and checked on him. He came back, he said, oh, he's good. Those little things make a huge difference. You know what I mean? And I'm just so happy that Mark came back. I think he's an incredible young man.
Ray, when you guys are on the sideline, I mean, what is that like for you? Because obviously we were interviewing you. I could hear your thoughts live and while plays were happening. But do you want to go over and call a play? Do you want to go consult a player? Do you want to give advice? How do you handle, because you're a passionate, emotional guy, how do you handle being that close to the action and trying to pull yourself back?
You're in the moment, right? You've done it. I've been there. I know what the loss feels like. I know what the win feels like. I know what missing a tackle feels like. I know what making a play. I know what all of that feels like. So when you're seeing that you're transferring energy, you're trying to give them the confidence to say, no, just do what you do. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Just do what you do. And the mentality, a lot of people don't have that mentality, right? Sports is one thing. Everything we did, war. That's you putting a man right in front of you, and he's saying, tackle me. Don't tackle me, right? This mentality, I just think it's different. I really do, yeah. And I think the game is different.
Right.
Like, it's a different game, and I think we have to, Ed was just talking about this. It's a different mentality. We went in the game, you remember on every Saturday morning, you woke up and you said one thing every Saturday morning, and that was, somebody get knocked out today, right? You can no longer say that, right? So defenders have to actually adjust their game. And the worst rule ever is to have these kids doing their job hit somebody in the helmet by mistake, and then you kick them out for this week and next week?
Bang, bang, play.
We're the freaking product.
We can
Right?
cheer for that. We can clap for that. I'm with that.
It's insane just where the game is gone. But if you know what they're trying to accomplish, you'll just tell them, take one play at a time.
I need about 5 interceptions.
But what Ray's also talking about, we do talk about it. Like one of the things Coach and I talked about at the beginning of the year is, and there's the U back and all of that. We came to the conclusion that we can't motivate these guys with our history. You have to motivate them with their destiny. Our history, we came from nothing. We had $20 on the weekend. We were broke. These guys got NIL. They don't know that suffering. They don't want to know that suffering. So sharing that with them doesn't help it. But telling them about getting in games like this, that's talking more to their destiny as opposed to speaking about our history. That's what's getting them there. And they're seeing it now. When you the talk of the damn town, every girl you know is asking for your number. You ain't got to ask her for hers. It's a whole different world, and they're feeling that different world because they're in championship circles now.
Stay with me, Mike.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with it. I detoured just a little, but I got her back on track.
Stay with us, Mike.
Right.
Hey,
Right
Hester,
back
we
on track.
brought up NIL. Hester, I just want to ask you, in the NIL space, what would your negotiation tactics be for the NIL space if you were playing today?
Reparations. They built a whole basketball stadium with that national championship money. Nah, I'm good, man. But I didn't want to leave Miami, honestly. That's why I stayed, I stayed 5 years. Like, if they was paying less than what they paying now, to stay, man. I love Miami, man. When I got off the plane, I was staying.
No question.
Shit.
Devin, how about you? What we're walking into a meeting, NIL meeting. What are you telling? What are you telling Coach? How we getting the most money?
That's a tough one, man, because I ain't been in that position yet, But shoot, man, when you sit back and you look at all this money these kids are getting, man, and like Mike say for them guys to be
No.
Tell them.
This guy would have been a problem. He was a DB first, and he was a receiver. So
Double it.
He was already negotiating.
Tell them to double it. Then we can talk. Edge, what are your feelings on this NIL
Travis
space?
Hunter before Travis Hunter. He was before all of them.
Come on.
Before all of them.
Yeah, talk about it.
No, for real.
He was the guy.
He was.
Talk about it, man.
We was already good, man. I'm good. I like my path, man. I couldn't really no other way, man. It worked out the way it's supposed to work out.
Let's look at this game right here. And one thing that I thought was always fascinating growing up, Ray, I'll start with you, and watching the way that you played and how cerebral you were in the game. And when Peyton Manning would check, you check, and you're playing that cat and mouse game. Fernando Mendoza is a great quarterback, and he sees the game very well. When he makes those type of checks, when he makes those type of adjustments, as a linebacker, what's going through your head?
Yeah, hopefully you studied enough film that week to know kind of where he's going, right? What he's thinking, the depth of the back, where the back is positioned, the formation that they're sitting in. Me and Ed will communicate all the time and say, look, if they're in 2x2, if they motion to 3x1, we know you're getting a yogi. We know you're getting a shallow cross. So many things go through your head. But then when we started to really hone in, 10 seconds Peyton Manning story, me and Ed Reed, 2006? Ed, championship game in Baltimore?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so 2006, we was playing Peyton, and he was so technical because he ran the whole offense, right? So he knew where to move anybody and everybody everywhere. And I'll never forget looking at the film, and I called Ed and I said, Ed, they won't score. He was like, really? I said, come to the house.
Edgerrin's right there.
Yeah. I know.
He right there.
I know he right here.
I forgot.
He's sitting right there.
Edge, that's on me. I brought that up. That's on me.
But we ended up losing that freaking game, bro.
Yeah, they won.
Like they won. We gave up 5 field goals.
I said, did you hear that part?
But to take their offense out of the game, we We had a really good night
This game
that
is
night.
about
Only
the-
take the offense out of the game to the 30.
Did you hear the most important part?
They won.
Ed and Ray got together, they studied, they figured it out,
Yes.
they did everything they could do. But we won.
That's the bad part about the story.
Yeah,
Ain't been the same since.
I went
You
to
got
that,
yours, he
I went
gets
to
his.
that Super Bowl too.
I ain't been the same since. Nigga, I wake up sweaty every night.
I understand. Playmaker, walk me through what these guys are thinking when you were the most talented guy on the team. Everybody knows it's going to 47. What's going through your head of how it doesn't matter? They're not stopping me.
Well, and I don't care what they're thinking about. All I care about is what I shared with my boys. And when it's time to make a play, it's time to make that play. You know, of course, these guys are going to, and that's what our guys are thinking right now. That's what they should be living on right now. That they put in all of this work. Everybody tried to keep them from this moment, but they put in too much work, and they'll have this moment. I was in the locker room after that first game, that Notre Dame game, and Coach was talking to the team, and he was getting emotional, and he was talking about this is why we put in so much work for these moments right here, and that has carried. And these kids will know they put in all the work. We've outworked everybody. When you outwork everybody, this is where you earn. This is where you deserve to be. You earned the right
It's hurricane
for this
football,
fight.
man. A storm is brewed. It's coming.
It's
We
coming.
here.
What's hurricane football?
It's bad.
B-Mac.
It's bad. Like, we don't care.
Right.
We create our own rules. But when you step across that white line, it's all free game.
Category 5.
Category 5.
It's brewing.
You know, y'all know in Florida we like to say you gotta
It's
hunker
brewing.
down.
It's
You can
brewing.
hunker down all you want in Category 5. Some shit about to get torn up. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we about to
Let's
hit
throw it
with. A Category 5.
BTA.
Come on. Hey, Irv knows about the
They
BTA.
go put that BTA on.
Come on. Ed, I'm going to start with you. We're going to finish up here with just some keys of the game. You know, you've watched these Hurricanes. You know how they play. You know their strengths. If they do this one thing in your mind, they're good. They're winning their 6th national championship.
Yeah, score more points than they do.
See, this is why we pay him the biggest bucks to be an analyst.
Score more points than they do. You understand? Just one more than they do. I don't give a shit. One more point than they do. It could be 99 to 100. A win's a win today, baby. All right? We
That's all
don't
you
care.
need.
But no,
That's
the
a great
keys to
answer.
winning, man, is not turning the ball over, taking away the explosives, and just persevering. You know what I mean? This team is strong. This team is an older team. They patient, I would say. You know what I mean? But the game got to be played. So lack of protect the ball, and we'll be all right.
Hester, how about you? What do you think happens?
I think
They win the game.
The key to this game is to dominate with our D-line. I think if our D-line come out and them boys play lights out, put pressure on that quarterback, I think we'll win this game.
Ray?
Yeah, look, I think it's simple for me, right? Can we stop their run by just rushing 4 people? Because if we can and we can hunt Mendoza, this game turns on a whole nother side. And if we run Fletcher, if you just look at Indiana, if you studied enough film on Indiana, I'm interested what their interior D-line does against our offensive line. I think that's the biggest keys of the game.
They're going to stunt. So what advantage does that give the defense when they move
That's
like
that's
that?
the only problem about when you do stunt and you get caught in that. That's a bad day.
Why? What
And-
happens?
But because it's the way that we run football, the way that we combo up to things, the way that Fletcher, it's the poetry of seeing our offensive line block is incredible because it's like a puzzle, right? And he's so patient. The way he gets behind edge is he understands this totally. But I think that's going to be the biggest difference of this game. And if you keep Mendoza on the sideline, the Heisman Trophy man can't beat you. Yeah.
Edge?
Oh, for me, I think they got to capitalize on the opportunities. That's one thing that we kind of let that Ole Miss game kind of be closer than what it should have been. We got to capitalize on the opportunity, discipline, and whoever wins the turnover battle.
For me, listen, Indiana has been told they're the greatest of all time. They're a guy, they are 8-point whatever favorite right now. you make this a dirty-ass game.
Yes, sir.
We've been in fights all the way through it, so we're used to a brawl and a fight, a dirty-ass game. They've been blowing everybody out. So we get this game late, and it's close, and they assholes will start getting tight, and we used to it. That's all it is, because we've been fighting like this all the way. You make it a dirty game and make sure they know they played a team today.
Michael, I love you.
I want it to be like the Rose Bowl, honestly. I want it to be like the Rose Bowl. First quarter, you already know.
You don't want it close.
Hell no. I don't want the referees.
You want to celebrate in the first quarter?
I'm like Ed.
Yeah, I feel like a close game. They got the referees involved. You got America involved. You got all that going on, man. Blow their ass out. Let's go home.
I understand.
I'm with Ed. Shut out.
And need to understand now, this is your home. You never let anyone come in your home,
Straight up.
especially in a championship game,
Straight
and
up.
beat you. It'll be the tantamount, the equivalent to some dude coming in your house, sitting at your table, eating your food, holding your wife's hand. We ain't having that. You
It's
understand
just
what I'm
coming.
saying?
It's coming to Green Tree and getting disrespectful. Tell it really how you feel.
Tell them really how you feel. Michael,
We
calm
ain't
down.
having that.
That's like, you know what I mean? Right. You ain't coming out there and getting disrespectful, man.
Mike, give me the player of the game. You've been with this team all year. I've seen you at every game. Who makes the biggest play? Who makes it happen? Or if it's like Ed and you think it's a blowout, you can say everybody.
That's an impossible
You can say
question.
everybody.
That's an impossible question.
Right.
Well, a lot of
Who
people
makes the
here
play?
might be interested.
There's no one person that's going to win this game.
Strip sack, game-winning field goal.
I don't even want to put it in that context. I'm telling you, we coming to play some physical football.
Right.
That's what I'm promising you.
Right. And I'm expecting my boys, them wide receivers, to make a big
Yeah,
play.
but don't just ease it in there when I just knocked it down.
Yeah, I'll say something.
Say it.
Go ahead, say
I
something,
want
man.
them DBs. I want our DBs to have about 3 or 4
That's what I'm saying.
straight
Yeah.
up. Like you want, I'm gonna say it. I want to
13
see
tough.
it.
13 tough for Indiana.
He alluded to it.
He tough.
Like take advantage of your opportunities.
Yeah.
That's offense, defense alone. We want everybody the ball. Make no mistake about it.
Yeah.
We want everybody the ball. But I'm a DB, so I'm gonna speak to the DB.
Go ahead.
Correct.
I want y'all boys the ball.
Go ahead.
But I know we can't ball without the D line, like Ray said. You know what I mean? I'll just speak to the defense. I'll let the offense do offense.
And I want Daniel Jr., I want Marion, I want JoJo, I want everybody to make plays out wide. And that's what I tell them. I don't give a damn what the offense do if you got to match what they do each and every time.
Guys, this has been fun.
Nothing. This has been amazing. God
It has
bless you
been
guys.
amazing.
I love
Isn't
to
that
see you.
Hey, we
Didn't they
appreciate
eat?
you guys. How
I
about a
love
round
to
of
see you
applause
guys.
for these young men? Big
So
shout
sorry you
out
couldn't
and
hear
thank you
us.
to Hard Rock Cafe for Seminole Hard Rock Hotel. Mike, before our guest comes up, I think, is there something you need to say
Well,
before?
we're gonna have Joe come up. I don't know if you call this man, you know, the name that he carries. But look at this man right now. We're gonna have to drop that fat part
Skinny
and
Joe.
just call him Skinny Joe. You're looking mighty right now, buddy. Break it down, baby.
Yeah, you know, my blood sugar 8120. Diabetes totally under control. What's good? What's up, y'all? Excited, huh? Excited.
So you ready, man? How you feel about this game, man, and how you feel
I just
about
feel
tonight?
like everybody said they couldn't win, and they won. So why we wouldn't think that they're not going to win on Monday? Right? Because they've been saying they can't win, and it's impossible, and they've been winning. So what makes you think that this ain't the season? And these guys, they've been playing their heart out, and I'm excited for them. You know Malachi, we know him since he was a baby. He's a kid. So we so excited for them. You know, I know the other team, they got a ringer. He's from Miami too. So that's the one part I don't like. Because he home. Now, he would have just been straight from somewhere else. I'd have been, all right, we got this. But he got some Cubans coming in, that motherfucker. But let me tell you something, man. I'm excited. I think we're going to win. My money's on Hard Rock Bets. My money's on Miami 1,000,000%. I don't give a fuck what the statistic anybody say. Right? Anybody, we know we're gonna win.
And Joe, come on, man. I want you to get up and give us some of that and tell everybody out there that don't believe in Miami, they can lean back. Get the hell out of here. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! That's what I'm saying. Lean back.
Nothing can stop us. We all know it. Yes. Everybody lean back. Lean back. Lean back. One time for the Hurricanes. Hard Rock Bet.